And let's move on to our 6th battle. We have the Marea City Valiants, led by Nevermore. Let me see if I can pronounce this. Playing for Rote Heelfei? Rote Heelfei? I'm pretty sure I butchered that. Their Mega is the Mega Charizard Y. For the OU Pokemon, we have the namesake Pokemon Iron Valiant and the King Gambit. For UU, we have Toxapex and Greninja. For RU, we have Shedinja, Amoonguss, and Mousehold. For NU, we have Ninjask, Incineroar, and Braboyas, having both Shedinja and Ninjask on this team. And for PU, we have Weezing, Minior, Lurantis, and Absol. Their opponent for this week is the long-returning Orbital Orbeetles. Orbital Orbeetles was in the original Pokemon Charity League before we switched to Helping Hand Charity League, so it is really good to have this team back. We have the Orbital Orbeetles being played by Beetle, playing for the Black Educational Advocacy Coalition. Their Mega is the Mega Banette. For OU Pokemon, we have the Dracozolt and Glimmora. For UU, we have Hydrapple and Slowking. For RU, we have Crobat, Beware, and Iron Thorns. For NU, we have the Drampa, Alcremie, and Flamigo. And the PU Pokemon of this team are Corsola, Orbital, Malamar, and Berserker. Let's look at the starting lineup of these two teams. For the Marea City Valiants, we have the Iron Valiants, the Mousehold, the King Gambit, the Mega Charizard Y, the Toxapex, and the Shedinja. And for the Orbital Orbitals, we have the Mega Banette, the Glimmora, the Slowking, Beware, Alcremie, and the Berserker. Both teams bringing their Megas this week. Let's get right into the battle. The Marea City Valiants is going to lead with the Mousehold, inseparable the Mousehold, with the Peblet, oh that's a cute name, with the Glimmora. The Tidy Up being used to do the attack and speed, with the Stealth Rock being set up by the Glimmora, with the Encore being used, locking the Glimmora into Stealth Rock. Glimmora is going to switch into Wizrobe, the Banette, with the Bite taking down the Banette. The what's this called? Beware coming in. The Population Bomb being used by the Mousehold, getting the crit on the 3rd hit, doing some more damage, more damage. Hitting every time, hitting 10 times. The Beware going for the Brick Break foe and taking down the Mousehold. That Population Bomb is going to be kind of annoying. Toxapex, unkillable. The Toxapex, you are correct about that. The Beware switching out into the Berserker. And the Scald being used, doing some pretty good damage. And not getting the burn, it looks like. The Black Slug's doing a bit of recovery. With the swap into Unstoppable, the Charizard doing about half the HP from the Stealth Rock. The Fake Out doing even more damage, bringing the Charizard only to 24% HP. But the Drought is going to Mega Evolve and be set up. With the Weather Ball, super effective Weather Ball, taking down the Berserker. Glimmora then comes back in, and the Solar Beam is going to hit it for some pretty good damage, but not take it down, with the Stealth Rock being used again by the Glimmora. But the Solar Beam is going to land and take down Peblet, the Glimmora. The Slowking then comes out with a Roost, bringing the... struggling with moves. So the Reception, though, is being used to set up the Snow now, and switching out into the Beware, with a Weather Ball then doing the Ice damage now and taking down the Beware. Slowking then comes back out, and the Dragon Pulse is going to do a little bit of damage, but not too much, with the Scald then being used, almost taking down the Charizard, but not quite. The Roost again being used by the Charizard, with another Scald question mark? No, a Future Sight. Setting up the Future Sight attack. Another Roost bringing the Charizard back to full HP, with a Slack Off also bringing the Slowking to full HP. The Snow now wearing off, with a swap out into the Shedinja, assuming heavy duty boots Shedinja, because it does not get killed by the South Direction, the Scald is not going to work, and the Future Sight is also not going to work. The Poltergeist is going to do some pretty good damage to the Slowking with a Chilling Reception, switching it back out, with the Alcremie being swapped in, the Calm Mind being set up by the Alcremie, with a Baton Pass being used by the Shedinja back into the Charizard, more South Rock damage and setting up the Sun back for the Charizard again. And a Weather Ball is going to hit the Alcremie, doing some pretty decent damage, not enough, with the Draining Kiss doing a resisted hit, giving a little bit more recovery to the Alcremie, with some leftovers being used as well. The Weather Ball is going to do another hit and take down the Alcremie. And just the Slowking is left. The Solar Beam is going to be used and do a super effective hit to the Slowking. And the Marea City Valiants wins for this week 1. Really, really good battle from both teams. Yeah, really good battle.